Hi, Black Gypsy here. In today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to be talking about how would people describe you? How would people describe you? Today we have two piles that you can choose from. Pile number one, here we have this Ace of Swords tarot card, and it has a cat on it. And for pile number two, we have this sticker here that displays a desert and a cowboy in the back. And it says Pampa Setby. Pile number one, pile number two, the timestamps will be in the description box below. Pick one pile and I'll see you at your reading. Thank you. Hello. If you chose the Ace of Swords sticker tarot card as for pile number one, let us see how would people describe you. Okay, pile number one. Before we get into our tarot cards for today, let us look at our oracle messages. And this oracle message says, I am safe. This oracle message says, the rose thread, inner call, soul-led, the mystic, living courageously. Now, on to our tarot cards. The first card we have here is the Knight of Swords. The second card we have here is the Five of Wands. And the last card we have is the Empress. So, how would people describe you? Pile number one. With the Knight of Swords, when I first looked at it, I am very drawn to the Knight of Swords face. The Knight of Swords has a very serious yet focused face. So how people would describe you immediately is that you may have a very serious face, or you might have a very focused face. Also, something about your side profile, you might have a very distinctive nose. You may not, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, you may leave it. And the last thing I've noticed is that this Knight of Swords has a bunch of tattoos. So if people were to describe you, pile number one, there is something about your tattoos. People might find that your designs to be very cool, very distinctive. If not the tattoos, I'm also getting that you may have like an intimidating presence. Because like I said before, with the face, it looks very focused, it looks very serious. And the way he's holding that sword, he looks like he's ready to strike or hurt someone. So how people, aside from the physical attributes that comes from the Knight of Swords card, people might describe you to be someone who is very, very quick. You're someone that moves very quickly. You're a quick thinker. You get things done. I'm hearing the phrase, talk is cheap. You're someone that acts more than you sit around and talk. And you get it done. You like to get things checked off in your checklist with the Knight of Swords card. Next, with the Five of Wands, there is something about you, again, what I was saying about people might find you to be a little bit intimidating. People may describe you as someone who isn't afraid of a challenge here with the Five of Wands, because I'm very drawn to this man's face here. How there are a lot of people, you know, see all those arms that are about to attack this man. Like he's just standing there chill, like, is that all you got? So I'm getting more so like you're not afraid of, like, you know, maybe standing up for yourself or speaking your mind. Okay. Also, I'm hearing that you may have like a very strong jawline, or there's something very masculine about your face. People might say something like you could have facial hair if you're a man. Also, I'm very drawn to this man's eyes, how he just looks up. If you can see how he just looks up at these hands, there's something about you just thinking. People might describe you to, again, with the thinking from the Knight of Swords. You may have like your head in the clouds, even though you're focused, but you might be focused on something that's in your head than like what's physically around you. That's one thing I'm thinking about too here with the Five of Wands card. It's like you got your heads in the clouds. And last but not least, we have like the Empress, and how people would describe you with the Empress card. When I saw the Empress, I also see this I am safe card. People might describe you as somebody that really likes your space. You really like your space. You like to be making sure that wherever you live or wherever you stay is as comfortable and neat as possible, so that you can draw in new ideas to whatever it is that you're working on, right? You could be a neat freak with the Empress. You could be somebody that, like, you may like to study, you may like to do some creative projects, but if the environment around you is just too rowdy or too much action going on, you might find it to be a bit threatening. Okay, with the Empress card. I am also drawn here with the Living Courageously card here on this oracle message. I was saying before that you could be somebody that likes to stand up for yourself. You like to fight. Not fight. I don't want to say like violent, like, you know, picking fights with someone. But the idea is with the Living Courageously card, you're somebody that isn't afraid to just speak your mind. And with the Soul Led, you follow what you think, you follow what you believe in, right? You're not seeking validation from other people. Okay, maybe that's why you have the Ace of Swords card there. You're all about the truth, you're all about clarity, you're all about new ideas. So what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at our truth picture to fine-tune this message a bit further, and then we'll close our reading. We have tired. We have responsible. We have mysterious. Tired, responsible, and mysterious. With the Tired card, I'm getting that people might find you to be a bit of a workaholic, or you're somebody that could, maybe you're someone that doesn't really know how to like take a break sometime with the tired card. When I look at the tired card, I'm looking how this man is with the scruffy beard. I don't know if you remember back like in the old cartoons when they show like a grown man that hasn't like showered or something, they always show a scruffy beard, which signifies somebody that hasn't like, you know, probably washed themselves, or probably someone who's very stressed out. I'm not saying that you're not someone that practices hygiene. Pile number one, I'm pretty sure you do, but the idea is with the tired card, you could be someone that could work very, very hard, right? Even though you're someone that has great ideas, but you could be just making sure that I'm getting perfectionist vibes from the tired card. Also, with the tired card, I'm getting that people might wonder, are you ever tired? They're questioning, are you ever tired? Because with the Knight of Swords, it seems like you're always on the move. You move quickly. The sword energy is like I think it's the fastest element in the tarot deck. You just move quickly. You just move fast. And people just curious to know, are you ever tired of, moving so quickly? With the responsible card, it ties in with the Empress. The Empress is someone who has everything, but even though they have everything, they make sure that they're responsible for all of whatever that they own, right? And people might see you as someone who's very responsible. They describe you as someone who they can trust, right? And they admire that about you. And with the mysterious card, people might wonder what you're thinking about, because the mysterious card is just saying, man, this guy is just has his head in the clouds, and they want to know, is there anything we can help you with? Or they might find it mysterious that you know certain information. Okay, maybe that's why the mystic, like in this oracle card here, we have the mystic. Maybe you guys know some occult information, or certain secret information that the public doesn't know about, and they wonder how you get this information, or how do you have access to certain information. That's just one thought, but there is just this mysterious vibe coming from you. And with the I am safe card, you see how this woman is just holding herself together. Maybe you're someone that just likes to be, like I said before, like to be by yourself sometimes. And that could be why the mysterious card is there. So that's all I have for you, pile number one. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hi. If you chose the Hampa sticker for pile number two, let us see how people would describe you. Okay, pile number two. How would people describe you? Before we get into our tarot cards, let us look at the oracle messages that we have for today. This card says, I am lovable. This card says, the anointed. Answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts. Now, onto our tarot cards. The first card we have is the Death card. The second card we have is the Ten of Swords. And the last card we have is the Magician. So how would people describe you? Pile number 2. Before we get into our cards, I am noticing that all 3 cards, there are some roses. I'm seeing flowers, especially coming from the Death, the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Magician with some flowers here. But what makes it interesting about the Death and the Ten of Swords is that we have flowers that are just growing out of a person's body. See, we have a flower coming out here and a flower coming out there. And also I'm seeing here where it says like soul gift. So the first thing I'm getting here, how people would describe you, is that you are someone that's very sweet and very kind to people. Pile number 2. When you talk, it's like you bring life to people, or your presence bring life to people. People enjoy being in your presence. The I am lovable card. You are lovable. You're someone that's very likable. If somebody were to talk about you, people be like, oh yes, pile number 2, I like their presence. They're amazing. With the Death card, the people who come towards you, it's like you've changed their lives. The Death card is all about like transformation and just starting all over again. It's like they feel renewed, right? And they admire that about you, you know. With the Ten of Swords card, I guess you're somebody that gives your all to people. I'm just drawn to how like this man has his eyes closed and he's holding his heart. And when I'm seeing all these roses, it just signifies all of the people you've helped. But for some reason, I'm seeing this man as you, where you might feel exhausted, you might feel tired. People might describe you as someone who just think that you put others first before you think about yourself. You're a selfless person is what I'm getting here with the Ten of Swords card. Even though the Ten of Swords card is all about painful endings and tragedies, you are somebody that, even though you may have had past traumas, you don't let that stop you from helping other people, and people find that admirable. With the answer the call phrase here, you're somebody that if someone needs help, you will always be there to help them. You always be there to guide them or support them in some way, shape, or form. Okay. The Magician card, people might describe you as somebody that's full of great ideas, and your ideas are just creative. Like it's as if you have some sort of knowledge, some sort of all of the tools necessary. Like you're a library of great ideas that people can come towards and be like, yeah, so and so knows things, and I can go there and ask them, hey, how do you do this? They might describe you as someone also very creative in a way with the Magician card. And also how this Magician is smiling. I don't know if you can see it, but you see how he's winking? People might find you to be very like charming as well. Very charming. Okay. Also with the I am lovable card here, people might describe you to be plus sized. You don't have to be plus sized, but there's something about your body where it's just like you eat well, right? You eat well. Like you see how even though she's plus sized, she's showing off her curves. You might have really nice curves. if you're a woman. If you're a guy, you know, you might have a dad bod, which is great. You still look fit, even though you might be a little bit bigger than some people, but you look rather fit. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to the truth picture, and I'm going to draw 3 cards to fine-tune this message a bit further. We have mature. We have blue. We have powerful. Mature, blue, and powerful. With the mature card, people would find you to be very mature. All right. I think with the mature card, people can tell you anything about what's going on in their lives, whether it's something personal, whether it's something career-wise. People feel like they can trust you because you have that maturity level, right? You have that maturity level. And also, like I said, you might have had like a really tough life, right? You may have had some traumas, but instead of letting that hold you back, it's like you can release that trauma and still be able to be a great person, right? You don't let that affect your emotions so much, right? You have that 10 of Swords card. You know, the sword energy is all about logic. You know, you controlling your emotions, but logic comes first. You don't let those negative emotions overtake the right decisions that you need to make for your future. With the blue card, maybe your favorite color is blue. People might describe you as someone who owns an object that's predominantly blue. Maybe you drive a blue car. Maybe you have blue eyes. Maybe you have blue hair. All right? Or I feel like the blue card is there's this a very nice, calm, serene nature to you. When I think of blue, I think of like the ocean, I think of the sky. And people find that you to be very serene and calm. Okay. And last but not least, we have the powerful card. People will describe you as someone who's powerful in the sense that your presence or interacting with you is such a powerful experience, right? We have 2 major arcanas here in this reading, the Magician and the Death card. You are someone that's very impactful, whether you believe it or not, because here in this card we have the Leadership card, the leadership phrase here. And that means that people look up to you and they know that you are someone that's very, very influential. You have a lot of influence in people's lives and they have a lot of respect towards you. Like, I'm seeing a lot of like transformation here. Death is about transformation. 10 of Swords is about ending something so that you can start something new. And the Magician is all about like just getting it done, right? I'm getting a lot of motivation from these cards. Like, you're someone that can help bring motivation to people, and that what people describe you as, and that's rather positive. And I think there is a lot of people that really admire you, pile number 2. Okay, so that is all that I have for you. And thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.